Hey, fellow Mutual here, and today in this video I want to talk to you about something that every vendor or every business owner has to go through if they're selling their own products online. Especially when they have their own merchant, they have to do this themselves as a company. But if they're on a shared merchant, it's kind of hidden and it's behind the walls because say someplace like Clicksure or ClickBank, somewhere where there's a shared merchant where you have a product on, they look after it based on the fees that you pay them per product sale. But in this case, this is something that I go through on some of my products based on having my own merchant. And these envelopes right here, I won't disclose the names on them, but these are chargebacks. And what chargebacks are is when you're selling a product and you're selling it online for say, and it's a digital download product. You have everything traceable by IP address, but what a lot of people will do is most of them will be dishonest, and what they'll do after a refund period is file a chargeback and either say that they didn't receive the material or receive the product or it was a fraudulent purchase. Now, this one in particular, it took me about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes to basically get my case together, which I'm going to be mailing out today. But in this case, for this gentleman, it was a $47 product, and he had said that he did not receive the product. Now, I track basically everything that I do, and I keep record. This client, there's actually an audio file in this envelope. I record everything like welcome calls. There's a welcome call actually to this gentleman who said that didn't receive his product, and that audio was going along with this, as well as the IP address stamp of when he initially purchased shows in the members area that the same IP stamp actually goes back to him I believe it was 7 minutes later that he actually accessed the members area, downloaded the product and all the training materials. So this one's looked after. Now we get to this one. This one is a chargeback of an initial product of $47 with an upsell of $67 was the purchase on this one. And that was almost 80 days ago. And what this person did was this product in particular has a 30-day money-back guarantee. And what this person did was 60 days later, about 60 days later, has sent an email asking for a request for refund. So the policies did state that, it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. In this case, it had expired. It expired pretty much 30 days after the fact. So there's email trace record on this, as well as this claim was for fraudulent, okay? A fraudulent transaction where this person actually emailed me in reference to a refund, the support department in reference to a refund almost 30 days after the fact of expiration of the actual money guarantee allowance. And further, had a welcome call, a very nice welcome call, and that audio was going with this as well. So, you're going to, in business, you're gonna find people that are dishonest, and you're gonna have to deal with people like that. It's the nature of business. And sure, you're gonna get chargebacks. You know what? For this type of thing, just deal with it, submit your information, and forget about it. Because what this is it's an actual form of negativity, and you want to stay positive in business. Sure, I don't like getting chargebacks. It's not a great thing to get, but I deal with it, and I have to create case files and send it back to the merchant processor. But when you get these type of things, just do what you need to do, get it back to your merchant processor, and totally wipe it off and forget about it, and get up and move on in your business. That's all we can do. But one thing that I do want to stress to you when it comes to this being in business online or even business offline, wherever you're doing business, is number one, you have a support team that's going to make a welcome call. And what I use is we use Skype. So with Skype, I get an international phone plan that's about $13.99 a month. And I have a support group that actually calls each and every member and does a welcome call. And to record it, we use Pamela, which coincides, a software that coincides with Skype, which records every conversation. So at least you're going to have that backup for anybody that is coming into the program. So always keep in mind that you have a backup plan there, so that you're able to keep record of any welcome calls, as well as email. Send out an email, send out a welcome email, which if you're using an auto-generated username and password system through IPN, a welcome email goes out anyways. You can also follow up with that. But anything that comes through, it doesn't matter if it's 60 or 90 days or 120 days later, anything. When it comes to any email transmissions, keep them, because you never ever know when you're going to need those emails. So in this case, with both of these chargebacks, I had a great traceback record of all, as well as for the IP addresses. If you want to do a trace route on an IP address, a great place to do it is whatismyipaddress.com. Again, it's whatismyipaddress.com. That's where I go to submit any IP addresses that I want to trace back to whoever purchased the product, to further prove that it wasn't a fraudulent purchase. So you can always do that with the IP address. I hope this video gave you great value today. Sure, it was negative. There was negative information here that I had in this video, but you know what? I'm going to go down to the post office now, and I'm going to send these out express post so that the merchant gets them over next day. But as soon as these leave my hands, and even with them in my hands, it really doesn't dawn on me to create any negativity. I don't like getting them, but and I don't like preparing case files for them. But it's something that we all have to deal with in business, whether we see it or we don't see it, based on shared merchants. But deal with it. Get rid of the negativity by sending it back to your merchant and move on. Just stay positive, because you're going to have a lot more customers come in that are definitely honest and will continue to feed you and feed your family for the rest of your life. So definitely just get rid of the negativity if you get chargebacks in your business, and just move on with a positive feeling. Again, I hope this video gave you great value today, and we'll talk soon. Thank you so much.